Good morning, I'm Damaty and welcome to AUC TV. Police are searching for the second suspect that was related to the shooting in Houston. The first suspect was killed during the shootout, but the second is still being chased by the police.
There was a second suspect that is related to burglaries in that neighborhood, potentially related to the shooting. We're not sure yet, but there is a second suspect that we're looking for, but at this point, we're going to end the lockdown. So if you see something, be vigilant for the next couple of hours. If you see something, hear something, someone says doesn't look like they belong in the area, they're suspicious, call 911.
3 homes were robbed today. However, the police is not sure if the suspects are related to the robberies, although they are sure that one of the suspects is related to the theft. One officer described the second suspect as a Hispanic man, dressed in black and wearing a blue bandana. Atrevedo said it was unclear if the second suspect is related to the shooting. Cuban officials confirmed that this year's tobacco harvest will be a lot more than the past 2 years. This marks the end of the deficit in the worldwide highly demanded Cuban cigars. Increasing tourism and rising demand for the country's cigar leaves Cuban farmers hard-pressed to meet demand, and the weather hasn't always cooperated. Soaking rains that came too early, followed by drought conditions, wiped out last year's crop, following the trend of bad harvest in the previous year.
Han aumentado las ventas de tabaco y hay un incremento del turismo americano que también es sensible en las ventas del tabaco, porque son conocedores y les gusta el tabaco cubano. Saben que es el mejor del mundo.
Because Cuban cigar is the best cigars that I ever tried, and I've been coming here the past 6 years, so I love Cuban cigar.
Exports of Cuban cigars reached more than $430 million in 2016, with demand increasing both nationally and worldwide. The drying huts are full of tobacco leaves that will eventually be transformed into a huge investment for the country, much needed for Cuba's weak economy. Islamabad is hosting the 10-Nation Economic Cooperation Organization Summit founded by Turkey, Iran, and Pakistan in 1985, which aimed to aid the development of business, energy, and infrastructure. The summit, which took place on Wednesday, was opened by Pakistani Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif and was attended by heads of state, including Iranian President Hassan Rouhani and Turkish President Erdogan.
I believe that the ECO's time has truly come. It is primed to make momentous advancement. There has never been a more opportune time to realize our dream of connectivity for regional prosperity.
This year, the ECO Summit is taking place under tight security due to the fear arising from Pakistan's ongoing war with several militant groups. However, Islamabad aims to show investors its potential as one of Asia's emerging markets. Officials also expressed that the summit is an opportunity to show that Pakistan cannot be isolated from the international scenes. As last year, Pakistan had to cancel a key regional international summit due to India and Afghanistan's refusal to attend. Statistics that were published on Wednesday show that China's non-manufacturing purchasing manager index have maintained a stable development in February, which is a good economic indicator.
从服务业市场需求来看呢，这月也是稳中有升的，所以总体来看呢，服务业还是保持一个总体平稳这么一个发展的一个态势。具体情况来看呢，因为随着春节以后这个企业集中开工吧的影响呢，像生产性服务业还有物流业这两个行业呢，增长还是比较明显的。
February's non-manufacturing business activity index was 54.2%, which is 0.4 basis points lower than the one of the month prior. However, numbers above 54% suggest a market boom, which has been China's condition in 4 months in a row. The bank industry and the capital market have also had a recognized growth, which signifies an improvement in the financing environment after the spring break. Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe's ruling Liberal Democratic Party of Japan extended his term as leader at its convention on Sunday. This decision could lead to Abe hosting the 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games as national leader and increasing his chance to achieve his lifelong political goal of constitutional revision.
憲法は国の形、そして日本の理想未来を語るものであります。自由民主党は憲法改正の発議に向けて具体的な議論をリードしてまいります。皆さん、それこそが戦後一貫して日本の背骨を担ってきた我が自由民主党の歴史的使命ではないでしょうか。
LDP members and supporters were gathered in Tokyo and approved to extend the term limit as party president to 3-year consecutive term. Abe's ruling party proposed a few amendments to the 1947 pacifist constitution in 2012, which is the legacy of Japan's defeat in World War II, intending to restore traditions similar to pre-war era family values centered on the leader. Members of the Albany California Democratic gathered to watch President Donald Trump's speech to the U.S. Congress on Tuesday night. Some of the members said that they agreed with certain things that Trump had said, but they doubted his ability to bring the nation together.
There's a choice of whether we want to see that speech for the next 4 years or see it for the next 8 years. And the task of Democrats that want 4 years of this is to force the party to listen to its young voters, force the party to abandon its dependence on corporate money, and produce a vision, an alternative vision that people actually want.
Another U.S.-related news, President Donald Trump came close to approving the House GOP leader's plan to revamp the tax code by forcing new taxes on exports while exempting exports.
Currently, when we ship products out of America, many other countries make us pay very high tariffs and taxes. But when foreign companies ship their products into America, we charge them nothing or almost nothing.
The White House seemed to have bewildered the House of GOP's plan for weeks, forcing lawmakers to interpret opposing statements. Yet, a large sum of Republican senators has condemned the plan. Thank you for watching AUC TV.